Hi, in this brief tutorial, we're going to continue to look at Google Classroom, and we're going to learn how to invite students to your class or share with them a class code so they can join. I'm here in a specific class. Once again, on your menu, if you have several classes, you can click on the one you want to use. Just click on the title, and from the Students tab, there's a button to invite students. This is rather time consuming because what you would have to do is type in the email of each of the students. Once you click invite, an email will be sent to that student to join. The student screen will look like this. Here's our demo class period 4. Decline or join are the two prompts for the student. Of course, you would want them to select join. Also, because you invited them via Gmail, the student will also get an invitation to join the class in their email, and they can click join here as well. No email is not available for all students, but those who do have accounts could certainly use this technique. In my opinion, the easiest way to do this would be to share a class code with students. And again, that class code is found on the Students tab. You can see here we have Q000TP. If you click the triangle and you don't like that class code, you can always reset it to a different string of characters. Once all of your students are enrolled, you could also disable that code, or if you copy and paste it, you can put it in a document or on a website or what have you. But again, keep in mind, you probably want to reset it or disable it once your students have enrolled so that no outsiders can then join your class. So I'm going to bring up the student view once again. This is Q000TP. And what the student would do, again, let's get back to classroom.google.com. Students also going to have a plus sign. They should only be able to click join class. And here's where they would type in the class code, Q000TP. And once they do so, the teacher should then see that the student is enrolled in the class. Now, we see that this has gone from pending the invitation to actually joining the class. And if you'd like, you could also invite guardians to be part of this class. A guardian will get a summary of their students' work and class announcements. The guardians, the parents, are not going to see everything. They will only see that which is affiliated with their students. You can even see an example. You can see the student work, if there were assignments that were posted, things that are upcoming or due next week. You also get a running list. We have an assignment, a question, another assignment, and so forth. Just a kind of a snapshot of what the student is doing in class. And again, you're not going to see every student's work. You only see your child's work, what's missing, what's upcoming in any class activity, whether it's announcements, assignments, and questions that were posed by the teachers. You'd have to enter your parents' email addresses or the guardian's email addresses. What's nice as well is you could email all guardians. So imagine you have a class list, you have all your email addresses entered. Of course, the parents would have to accept that invitation. But once they do so, you could click email all guardians and send out emails right here via Google Classroom. Once again, to review, we've invited students, typing in email addresses, time consuming, or you could simply share the class code with students, have them all take out a Chromebook, open up, go to classroom.google.com, or use the technique I mentioned in the previous video of starting in Google Drive, clicking the waffle, and then proceeding to the More option to see Google Classroom. Either way, they'll get you to the same spot, and the class code, once again, once the students are enrolled, you could reset this and you get a new string of characters, or you could disable it altogether to disallow new folks from entering the class. Of course, you can always go back and re-enable it, and you get a new string of characters for the class code. Once your students are here, since we're talking about the Students tab, you can decide what kind of interaction your site is to have. So right now, by default, students can post and comment We will talk about those functionalities in a moment, but you can switch that to students can only comment or only teachers can post and comment. So we have the most open, most interactive with students can post and comment. This means they can post their thoughts to the class stream, which we'll talk about in another video. They can also comment on other people's posts in the class stream. Posting allows you to add attachments. Commenting does not. If students can only comment, then they can simply react to what the teacher has posted. And again, the teacher would control what kind of attachments get sent to the class stream. Only teachers can post or comment would mean this is a one-way communication tool for the teacher to share information and links and documents and so forth with the students. It is not as interactive as the students can post and comment option. Depends on what your purposes are, but each one of these is a great option if you want to use Google Classroom with your students. And again, you can fine-tune that. Notice also you can kind of control or contact the students and so forth as we go through. Watch what happens though when I click the checkbox next to the student name. Notice the action button has become brighter. If we click it, we can remove the student or we can mute the student. Since this class is open, students can post and comment. Muting them means they can become read only. They're no longer able to interact with their peers. They can still contact the teacher and so forth, but their peers would not see their comments. They wouldn't be allowed to comment. So if you do have students who are misusing the classroom stream, again, we'll talk about the stream in a moment, but you could fine tune that, and you can control, if you check 6 different boxes and mute 6 different students, you can do that simultaneously. Thanks for listening, and I hope you found this useful.